ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, this season Anfield Agenda have launched a Flick Chat group, and when we reach 1,000 followers or 1,000 people in that Flick Chat group, we're going to give one lucky follower a chance to pick any of the Liverpool stadium shirts this season, whether you want the home, the away, the third, or either of the goalkeepers. Anfield Agenda will get that shirt and send it over to you. There is a link in the description. We just want to say thank you for all of your support, and we like to mark occasions where we hit numbers. When we get you guys to get that up to 1,000 followers on Flick Chat, one lucky winner on there will get their choice of any Liverpool stadium version of the shirt that you guys want. And you know what? I'm feeling in a good mood today, ladies and gentlemen. We'll even throw in a name and number there for you as well. You get the choice, whatever one you want. I hope that you guys enjoy what we do here on the channel. We hope to see you keep coming back. As I said, join the Flick Chat group with the link in the description. As soon as we get to 1,000 followers, we'll announce the winner. And thank you very much for taking the time to join us. And thank you very much, of course, for all your support. Let's get straight to it then. Ismaila Sarr. It's the one that I thought there was nothing to. But the more I'm reading into this, I'm starting to see little bits and pieces from accounts that I think are pretty genuine, suggesting that maybe there's a little piece of business still to be done in this window for the Reds, and it won't be a centre-back. That much I'm pretty certain on. So it's looking like it could be Watford, and Watford are willing to do business for Ismaila Sarr. That's been pretty open now, and it's not just Liverpool that are interested. The owners, the Pozzi family, want around £40 million for Sarr, but the devil with this is always in the detail, how that payment is structured. There's talks that they could be willing to explore a couple of different options, one of them being a season-long loan with a commitment to buy at a specific price. Then there's another option that the player remains at Watford for the season, but a deal is done to take him back there the following year. That's not something that I think is going to happen. From Liverpool's perspective, you might see something similar if they go in and try and get the deal done like we did for Thiago, Jadon. Maybe a little bit of money up front and more spread over the course of the contract. Or you could see what I just touched on there, a season-long loan with a commitment to buy, particularly if that is something that the Pozzi family and Watford are willing to accept. There isn't just interest in this guy from Liverpool, though. There's also interest from Crystal Palace, Aston Villa and West Brom, and they're all fighting to try and get Sarr in before the window closes. There was even rumoured to be some interest from Manchester United at one point, but the question that we're all asking ourselves is there genuine Liverpool interest? And it seems like there is. It's just a matter of waiting. This could be a late one. It could be waiting to see who moves on. We'll touch on Raheem Brewster a little bit as well. How do we feel about Sarr? You guys have been probably reading as much about this as I have. I would have said 5-6 days ago, nah, not a chance. But there does seem to be some feelers still out there, and there will be a lot of late business in this window, a lot of clubs scrambling to get stuff done. Watford and Sarr are going to want his future sorted out as well. Obviously, maybe gone to the likes of Aston Villa could be something that Sarr looks at and thinks, I get more minutes. Or maybe Sadio Mane has been in his ear telling him, come over to the Reds. Diogo Jota, Sarr, Mane, Salah and Bobby Firmino. Do you know what I mean? That'd be delicious, wouldn't it? That'd be pretty damn good. Top of the morning to you, Gary Richards as well. Sarr really wants to come, but nah, said PS. Common sense would say nah to me as well, mate, but we aren't going in for a centre-back in this window, so there could still be a few bob floating around, particularly if we do move on some players. We know about the interest in Wilson, we know about the interest in Raheem Brewster. Marco Gruitz's performance last night will probably get the interest up in him as well. I thought he had a decent enough game. And I'm not ruling anything out. I'm not ruling anything out with this crazy window that we've had already. I really don't know what to expect. Well, normally said nah, but that little period where we got Thiago and we got Diogo Jota in, and the way we got them means that, you know, yes, there's money committed for down the line, but right now, if we move a few fringe players on and Sarr is someone that Klopp really wants, maybe it could be doable. As I said, just don't rule it out yet. Keep an eye on it. In the coming days, there could be something here. There could not be. I'm not coming on here guaranteeing you that we're going to sign Sarr, but I do have a feeling that there is still interest there and that Liverpool haven't quite stuck a fork in this one yet. Sarr deadline day signings at Captain Clun. That would be amazing. We haven't had a good bit of deadline day business in a while. I mean, it's been anticlimactic for Liverpool fans and transfer window deadline day over the past while. And yeah, it would be nice to do a little bit of late business, a little bit of a scramble, helicopters or planes flying around. Have you spoke about Reina yet, mate, or am I just in time? No, I haven't spoke about him yet. That is a bit of a surprise one that I was going to talk about in a moment or two. I will go through that. That's the Borussia Dortmund player I was talking about, but bear with me while I keep going here. Buying a defender is better than buying Sarr now, said Mafid. Klopp's looking... Here's my take on the situation. I want to know if you agree or not. Common sense dictates that, yes, we should go out there and buy a centre-back. You're looking at the centre-backs we have at the club, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez and Joe Matip, and you're thinking, well, one of them's already injured. Heaven forbid another one gets injured. We've got Joe Gomez just coming back. But the midfield situation for me is what makes Klopp's reasoning sensible. If we are going to keep Gini Wijnaldum, we have Thiago, we have Henderson, we have Milner, we have Keita, we have Jones, we have Shaqiri, we have Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. We've got a whole heap of midfielders there. So if it means dropping Fabinho back to play centre-back, then with those amount of midfielders, I actually don't see a problem with it. I don't think it's as much of a gamble as it would have been if Gini Wijnaldum had moved to Barcelona, as an example. And it seems to be the way the manager's thinking as well. So yes, common sense would dictate we should go out there and get a centre-back, but it ain't going to be happening in this window. And that much I'm extremely confident on. So, there's not much I say is pretty black and white here or, nailed on, but I think us not getting a centre-back in this window, for reasons I've spoken about openly, I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest with you. But we move on anyway, because there is a bit of talk about a player that we haven't yet spoken about on the channel, and that's Gio Reyna of Borussia Dortmund. There was an interesting segment on NBC Sports where they discussed the possible move to Liverpool for Gio Reyna, and here's what was said. Nicknamed the American Dream by his Dortmund teammates, there are high hopes for the son of the US men's national team legend Claudio Reyna. Is it a good idea for Reyna? He's pretty much guaranteed regular minutes at Dortmund for at least the next few seasons, as we've seen with Christian Pulisic and now Jadon Sancho and Erling Haaland. Development at Dortmund for a few seasons is a very, very smart move. With the current central midfielders, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Jordan Henderson, James Milner, all edging towards the end of their careers, plus new signing Thiago Alcantara, not a spring chicken at the age of 29, Liverpool will need to look to rejuvenate their midfield option soon. Reyna will be a perfect fit for a more advanced central position in Klopp's system and is flexible enough to play in the wing. We know that Liverpool and Klopp wanted to sign Pulisic from Dortmund, but instead he went to Chelsea. It's unlikely Klopp will want to miss out again on the next US men's national team star created at Dortmund, as many believe Reyna could surpass the levels Pulisic has reached. So very high praise there for young Gio Reyna, and I've spotted this kid. He is actually one that stands out. Normally, if you're not looking for somebody in particular, it's very rare that somebody stands out. But I have to say, young Reyna does look like a very, very promising player. And I'm really annoyed that we didn't get Christian Pulisic, because I thought he would have been a perfect fit for Liverpool. But yeah, this is one that I want us to be keeping an eye on. And it makes sense in every sense of the word. We do have midfielders that are 29, 30, 31. And we do need a little bit of fresh blood coming through. Obviously, we've got Curtis Jones. He's amazing. We've got some good players coming through the academy as well. But it always helps to have a look around the world, see what's available. And to me, this one makes a whole heap of sense. Now, it won't be something that happens this summer, but another year at Dortmund, maybe a little word in the year at Dortmund from Jurgen Klopp. And I think that could be a very smart addition to Liverpool's squad moving forward. I'd love to know what you guys think about it. It is a bit of a fresh one for us to talk about.